Hello guys, Curran here, and I'm bringing you the Hunter 5.2 patch notes. First up, Bestial Wrath may now be activated when there is no line of sight to the Hunter's pet. It's actually a really big buff to BM, but it's a quality of life buff rather than a normal thing. Basically what would happen is, you would send off your pet to fight someone, obviously like you would do, it's your pet is meant to attack stuff. And then they take it behind a pillar, and then you get CC'd, and you can't actually get out of the CC because you can't see the pet. So now it ignores that and allows you to just use it whenever you want, and then it activates on the pet at the same time, as if you're connected, you know, through the mind-spirit world, rather than having it, you see it and send signals through your eyes. Which makes sense, really. Next up is a nerf to Silencing Shot. Silencing Shot is now going to be 24-second cooldown instead of 20. It's kind of important this happens. Silencing Shot is really good right now. Mostly just because it's a 3-second silence and people just blanket and blow someone up in that 3 seconds, and that's kind of hard to deal with. You can't, like, trinketing a silence that's only 3 seconds is not what you want to do as a healer or anyone else really, but you kind of have to, and then you get like half a second-ish or whatever, 1.5 seconds maybe, after you've trinketed because of the global cooldown that, you'll actually be able to use the spell. So it seems crazy, but that's what's happening, and they're just taking it back a notch. Also, is to bring it in line with everyone else's interrupty type stuff, because this is a ranged one, so, next up, we have Binding Shot, no longer costs focus. That's a great change. Obviously, this is the level 30 Hunter talents, so this is compared with Silencing Shot and I think Wyvern Sting. Yeah, Wyvern Sting. So it's a good change. It needed to be done. Binding Shock's actually quite a good spell, and then before in the beta, it actually cost nothing, and then they changed it and made it cost focus, and it kind of wrecked the spell in a way. So now it's free of cost, and it makes it a good choice. Like, you can use it whenever you need to, and that's what Silencing Shot did, except Binding Shot now you can use whenever you need to, and it will make it better for you. So it's a great move, really. Next up, Wyvern Sting. Same as the last one, except also they're reducing the cooldown. So it's a 45-second cooldown, same as Binding Shot, and no focus, still the same range and stuff, which is a great change. Obviously, this means that you're able to take this. The weird thing about it, though, is you have Scatter, and then you have Frost Trap, which shares DR with Wyvern Sting. So you Wyvern Sting, or you use Frost Trap, which will mean you can multi-CC people, or you can have DR, so you can, like, Frost Trap into a Wyvern Sting, which is great. The weird thing about it is, though, that, like, they've just gained, like, a ton of extra CC, because, like, obviously, if somebody already on their team has a silence, so let's say they're playing with a DK, and, I don't think DK's has got a short enough cooldown for a silence than 24 seconds, but, it's going to be a good change, and so, like, they'll be able to just multi-CC everything else while whoever else their partner is uses their silence, which is a good move, really. Next up, Glyph of Marked for Death has been removed, and its effects are now baseline. This is a great change. I'm not going to go too much into this, though, because anyone that already knows, it's not like a change or anything. This is just, like, they've just took a glyph and made it baseline, so. And finally, there's a new glyph, obviously kind of to replace the Marked for Death glyph, which is called Glyph of Liberation. This is now glyph causes your disengage to heal the hunter for 5% of his max health. It's not going to really be enough, and I don't think anyone's going to re-glyph over the current glyphs, because the current glyphs are really good, and you had like 4 or 5 choices. They took one away, obviously, and made it like baseline for everyone. But that doesn't really matter, because like disengage, it's like you're not going to trade disengage out for the other 4 that you're like trying to pick between now anyway. If they was to make it like 15%, everyone would take disengage. If they was to make it like 10%, it would be on the border roughly. I think about 8% would be about right, though. So they're a few percent off. Because if you think about it, 5% is somewhere around like 17k heal. And so for him to be competitive, they would, and because disengage is on the 25-second cooldown, remember, and you use it normally either to get into a good position or to get away from someone. And when you want to use it to get away from someone is just when you want the heal to be coming out. So maybe they could do a 10% every other disengage, and that would fix it. Okay, that's it. Everything for Hunters. I will see you again soon. Make sure if you have any questions about any of this to just pop it in the comments below. I also want any feedback on on this video. I've been trying to improve the quality of my videos as I've been going along, and I just want to know what you think. And that's it, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye!